In your face.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Anthony Miller, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 7-0. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. A nice little juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you can give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's incomplete. The All-Pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Walsh adds the extra point. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a throw here to his running back. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Geis. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Like 22 is coming.
Hey, Alpha. No game on this defense. No game.
Hey, easy. Let's put him on the buses.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions, you know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
High 7.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And that's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 21-0. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. To throw, it's Breeze. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get ready.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
36. Here we go.
Breeze now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A big pickup of 38. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Walsh now for the PAT. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Extra point try now for Walsh. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
25 yards that time.
Here we go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Max 22, Max 22.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
2 kills.
Breeze now to throw. Caught right side, Davis. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready, 5-9. Check, check, check. It's going to be a long day, offense. Hey, wahoo. Ready,
On first down, Breeze. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Breeze now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Breeze again. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Walsh adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
21.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy.
On the ground, it's Geis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll throw with Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 2nd and goal. Breeze, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Bengals 42.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Bullock good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
And a Bengal first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a run with Geis. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready? Waiting. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 2. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag.
They'll run with Geis. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready? Yellow 80. 54. Here we go, D.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Darius Geis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home. They
stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Geis. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Breeze able to find his running back, Geis. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run it for the first time to the backup Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That is caught at the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze is looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Breeze. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the